So I know we're close to time. One of the things that I was hoping to close with is just to get your thoughts on, a few things that people can go out and take action on today, right? They can walk away and they can say, I'm going to take these steps to modernize my recruiting efforts so that it really helps us transform our diversity and inclusion strategy.
Yeah, so a couple of things in that space. The first one is I want to make sure that the organization has assessed that they are genuinely ready for this shift in their retention and recruitment plan. That's the first thing, right? Disingenuous retention, disingenuous recruitment strategies don't work, and they're going to just make people upset thereafter if they do come into the company. So that's the first thing. What is the true commitment that you are willing to make to recruitment efforts for diverse candidates? Behind that, I would say, are you reaching out to the right organization? So are there community activist groups? Are there organizations in your area like NAAAHR, Black in HR, organizations like NSBE, right? Organizations that you can truly reach out to and say, I want to build a genuine relationship with for a sustainable pipeline. Next, I want you to consider what your social media looks like. If your Indeed, your pay scales, your company ratings, job boards all say things that are disparaging about your organization in relation to diverse candidates or diverse employees, you are already behind the 8 ball, and you need to do your due diligence to make sure you are able to retain the employees you do bring in. Behind that, I would say that you need to look at what type of infrastructure is currently developed in your organization. Are there affinity groups there? Do you have a welcoming committee? Do you have some type of informal social networks? What are the things that will make a person who comes into your organization immediately feel included where they are not the majority?
No, I think it's great. That's great. The things that I would highlight from the recruiter, really thinking about from a technical perspective. One, put yourself in the shoes of a candidate who engages with your brand. And so go to your website, look at the job posting, try to apply to the job, and go to the social media sites that Ciera talked about. Put yourself in those shoes, because that's going to help you think. Use Google Trends or Bing or any of the tools that you might use to find out how are words trending for these roles that we're posting. The biggest thing is to be intentional, right? Take a stand and be intentional about standing up for what you're trying to stand up for, and that's to diversify the workforce. And then leverage the technology. We talked about AI. We talked about all kinds of other technology, video. You can be on TikTok. You can be on Snapchat. You can be on any of these, Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn. LinkedIn has lots of capabilities that we didn't even cover today.
Right, yeah.
But leverage that technology. And then the best thing for you to do once you get the pipeline is to improve that interviewer capability and their ability to assess the talent for those hiring managers. To that question that Kent asked earlier, that is the biggest blocker to a diverse pipeline of candidates. Because if your team goes out and they either find the candidates or they engage a company, an agency to help them, or consultants to help them, and you get the candidates in play, if you can't get them through the interview process and success, you're just wasting time, and you're impacting your brand, because they're going to go out and say, oh, they're not serious, right?
Yep,
So,
absolutely.